Thank you very much. Our National Chairman, the Honorable Ofosu Ampofo, our General Secretary, Honorable Asiedun Ketia, the Minority Chief Whip, Honorable Muntaka Mubarak, and indeed so many distinguished members of our party, too many to mention, and our audience and everybody who has found time to attend this session. I have elected myself to give the vote of thanks because I have enjoyed the session so much that I think that on your behalf, I must thank the Coalition for Restoration. The problem with our party and our government is that we have always believed that what we do for the people is visible and tangible, and so they can see themselves. And so we have not developed a culture of propagandizing our achievements as our colleagues do. And so Coalition for Restoration, creating a platform like this, where people who were active in the various sectors of our government have the opportunity to tell the Ghanaian public what we were seeking to do, I think is a very important achievement, and I want to thank them. This session targeted mainly the economy, and I think that there's the possibility for the Coalition for Restoration to look at other sectors, like education. I'm sure Professor Nana would have more opportunity to espouse on the challenges in education and what we try to do in education. We can take a specialized look at the energy sector. John Jinapo gave us a glimpse of it because it has an intrinsic link with the economy. We can look at the agricultural sector and many other sectors, health sector, and all the kinds of things we try to do. And so let me thank you, Coalition for Restoration, and I encourage you to do many more of such sessions. But I want to take the opportunity on your behalf to thank our speakers. I want to thank first the Honorable Adongo for his exposition on Adam Smith economics. There are many who do not know Adam Smith. He was a renowned economist. And for those of us who studied economics at the safe form level and O level, one of the introductions to economics talks about, economic theorists of the past. And Adam Smith was one of the foremost of them. And so when he kept saying Adam Smith, he was referring to somebody who lived before and is a known economist who had propounded several economic theories. I'm talking of the original Adam Smith. I want to thank our panelists, John Jinapo, who worked in our energy ministry, and as a young man was a very quick learner, and you can see that he is quite on top of everything that he talked about. Honorable Mona Kote has a long track record when it comes to financial management. And she had worked with Anglo Gold, Ashanti, and all as chief treasurer. And so when we needed somebody to backstop the economic Ministry of Finance, and we were looking specifically for a woman to fill our 30% gender equation, naturally, we found this very meritable woman. And so we brought her to the finance ministry. And she, together with Ato Forsen and Septekwe, formed a very formidable team that did a lot of the work that we are seeing. Ato, of course, was Mona's colleague as the other deputy minister. And they all worked together And since he left the ministry, he's been in Parliament, and he's been one of our foremost advocates on issues relating to the economy. Of course, Nana Jane was the minister I called the least, because I knew that there was somebody so capable in charge of education, together with her deputies, Ablakwa and Chreme. And so I knew the ministry was running well, and so I didn't call her very much because, she probably was more capable of handling issues of education than I was as president. And of course, Fifi Kwete served as deputy minister in NDC 1, and then served as in the transport ministry, and then again in agriculture. And so he's also been one of our team. I don't want to spoil anything they've said. It's been so cogent that I shouldn't say anything that the media will pick and run with it. And so I'll not go into anything they said. I'll just leave you with something we learned in school. And so for those of you who know, I did communication studies as my specialization. And one subject in communication studies that is core is public relations. Public relations is the art of using different instruments to either maintain or improve the image of an institution or a person. And so, in putting out your communication as a public relationist, you try to present your institution or the person that you are trying to promote in the best possible light. And so you might sometimes be selective with your figures, present the best things, and then push the negative things to the background. But our lecturers always reminded us that beware of your reality and keep your public relations and your communications as close to your reality as possible. And so we must keep our communications as close to our reality as possible. And so it is sometimes when people lose sight of that reality and begin to believe in their own propaganda, that is when you see some of the effects that we are seeing. And so the paraphrase I'll leave you with is, you can do all the lies and propaganda with the economy you like. The reality of the people's lives will expose you.